Good morning and welcome to a new You Can Do This. Ooh, and so can Gibson and Rhythm. I'm going to make a grocery sack, and I saw this on a blog somewhere, and I'm kind of making it up as I go based on what I read. I am not a seamstress, and I am not terribly crafty, so if I can do it, you can do it. Basically, I drew a template that sort of looks like a wife beater t-shirt, out of freezer paper, mostly because that's what I had that was big enough. And I think that I made this like 14 inches on the bottom, like 12 inches to here, and then I sort of like made this up just because that's sort of what I think a good size for a grocery sack would be by the time I, have irregularly sized seams because I'm a terrible sewer. So, it's probably going to end up to be about 13, 14 inches across the bottom, and 12 to 13 inches across the bottom, and about 11, 12 inches from here to here. I have some fabric, and I'm going to cut, I placed it front to front. I'm going to cut two pieces, and you're going to do this for two different kinds of fabrics, because you want something for the outside and something for the inside, and I've already done the inside. My inside, actually, I think maybe this is my inside because it's kind of crazy. I don't think I want to look at that all the time. But my outside is like a denim, just a plain solid color, and this will be my inside. I'm going to pin this template down, and then I'm going to cut my fabric, and if you've ever made anything with a pattern before, this is what I'm doing, attaching my pattern so that I can cut my fabric. So I'm going to try and make two different bags. This is the inside of one of them, this crazy pattern. This is the outside of that one. And if you don't like the colors I've chosen, please hold your tongue because it's just a grocery sack. And this one is going to be the second one. Not sure if this is, I think this is going to be the inside, and this will be the outside of this one. Leave the darker for the outside just so it won't be so dirty. Anyway, I've cut them all using my template, and now I'm going to just start sewing the sides of each one of these up. I have matched it face to face, and I'm sewing just the side seams. So using my presser foot as a guide, I am just going to sew straight up the side. I'm going to reverse back and forth just to give it a little reinforcement at the ends. That's one side. The next thing I'm going to do is press my seams. Now, ordinarily, in the limited amount of experience that I have, ordinarily you want to flatten the seam, but here you don't want to do that. You want to press them, both sides of the seam, to one side, so that when you fit it inside the other, this one will be laying this way, the inner one will be laying that way, and that way you don't have a whole bunch of bulk. Although, now that I'm saying that out loud, it seems like it would be the same amount of bulk. Anyhow, that's what this blog says. I'm going to do it. All right, next you're going to turn the pieces that are going to be the outside of your bag. You're going to turn those right side out. So this is the outside of one of my bags. This is the outside of my other bag. And I'm going to place these inside the piece that is the inside of the bag so that the fabric, the tops of the fabric are facing each other. All right, so now I have this, tank top where if you look inside, you're seeing the back of the outside of the bag. And if you look on the outside, you're seeing the back of the inside of the bag. And I have my seams matched up, and I'm going to start to pin the top of it together because I'm about to attach it all. So I'm just going to make sure these seams are matched. Yeah, pretty close. Kind of like that, and then I'm going to pin. I'm going to do that all the way around the top. All right, so I have pinned the inside to the outside around the top of the bag, and I'm going to just sew, around the top of the bag, but I'm going to leave the top of the handles open for now. Leave those open. All right, so now I have sewn the curves of the top, but I left these open so that you can turn it inside out. We're going to turn it inside out, and then we're going to press it. And it's not as easy as it seems to turn it inside out because you got 4 little arms that you got to pull through. 1. Okay, maybe it is as easy as it seems. But don't forget your 4 arms. 2. 3. 4. All right, now this is the inside. So I'm going to hold up his little arms and shove the insides in. See? Oh, it's going to be cute. I'm very excited. Well, you know what? I'm not done yet. I should save my excitement. There's still time to ruin it. But anyway, now that I've turned it inside out, I'm going to press it so that it'll not be a fluffy mess. All right, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to top stitch all around the top of it. I've already done this little bit right here. You want to try and keep it close to the edge. I don't know how well I did, but kind of got off track there. But and you're going to do that all around the top of the bag, but you're going to leave still these little handles at the top open. All right, I have turned them inside out now, and now it's time to sew the bottom. So I just pinned them together. I'm going to sew the bottom, and that stitch I might go twice across, or I'm sure there's some Sewing Guru stitch that works well for good seams. I'm going to do that, and then I'm also going to then stitch these handles together while it's inside out, and then it should be done. Woohoo! All right, so now I'm finished, And they're pretty cute. In typical fashion, could have paid a little more attention to some details. But certainly an easy project, cute little gift, kind of excited, useful, like that. All right, bye.